It is a beautiful Thursday evening out here on Tony DiMatteo Field as we have the Somers Tuskers getting ready to take on Tappen in the regular season final home game of the season. Both teams are ready for this one. The Somers Tuskers come into this matchup at 11-3, coming off a 20-6 win versus Carmel as they are taking on Tappen, who comes into this matchup at 13-2. Somers is ranked 2 in Class C, and Tappen is ranked number 4th. And I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Welcome back as it's the season finale, an exciting matchup. And yeah, it's a lot to look out for tonight. Let's take a look at a few players to look out for Somers, as we have Miguel Iglesias, Matt Mayfield, Tristan Iglesias, Cameron Violante, Mason Kelly, Logan Ruby, and Dylan Hernandez. Few players to look out for tonight for Somers. In addition, Cameron Violante, someone to look out for as well, as the teams are going to head out to the middle, and it's the start for the regular season home finale for the Tuskers. Tuskers have had a phenomenal season, and it's going to be exciting. Should be an exciting one. Two of the top teams in Class C take on each other tonight, and yeah, a lot could happen, but I'm gonna go my prediction. I have Somers taking this one. It's gonna be an exciting game. I think Tappen is actually gonna play Somers tough in the beginning, maybe a 10-6 game at halftime, but Somers will pull ahead in the halftime, winning it 20-12 in an exciting game. That is my prediction for this one, as both teams head out, and we are gonna get started. I'm Ben Silk. I'll be calling this game for you today, and yeah, let's get started, as we're gonna have Matt Mayfield for the Somers Tuskers out there for the face-off. He has had over 500 face-off wins in his career as a lacrosse player. So now back in the middle for the face-off. There goes Mayfield, bringing it down the field. Fast movement now, goes back. So it's back to that was Miguel Iglesias who tried to get it. Apologize, that's his brother Tristan Iglesias. But as it was shot for the goal, the Tuskers are going to be able to retain possession as Cameron Violante back out, finds Ryan Brush as it goes up, and it's going to go in for the Tuskers. Ryan Brush gets the goal, as it's going to be an early 1-0 lead for the Tuskers. I would believe that was Cameron Violante who had the assist, and the Tuskers are going to start off strong in this one, making it a 1-0 early lead. So now already back in the middle for the face-off. Now back out for it. So now with his Kelly, movement for Kelly. Mayfield got that, goes back to Hernandez. Hernandez back out to Brush. Movement for Brush, as it's going to go back out to Hernandez. It goes back to Iglesias, and it's going to go in. Second goal of the day. That's going to be the first for Miguel Iglesias, as it's going to go in. Miguel Iglesias joins Ryan Brush, with each having one goal today. It's only 30 seconds into this game. It's already 2-0, and let's get out the calculator, folks. So they're on pace to score 48 in this quarter, as it's movement around. Goes to the back with it now is going to be 21 of Tristan Iglesias, back out to Kelly, who finds Brush. Brush now with it as it goes back out. Brush, slow movement there, as taking his time now. We got 32 guarding for Tappen, as Tappen goes back, and ball there. Picked back up by number 15 as he's going back. Tappen movement with it. He's behind. Violante there. Tries to get the pass, goes back 44, so now Tappen goalie is going to throw it back out to 32. Tripped up there, taken back by, that is the 0 of Cameron Violante, as he's going to go up too high for him as it goes out of bounds. But who was closer, as it was a shot for the goal, and it looks like, yeah, Tappen is going to be closer. So now movement for Tappen Z. So far, it is Iglesias and Brush who have scored goals today. As it's movement now, loose ball there. It's gonna be picked up by number 1 of Tappen Z. Goes back to 22, back out to 1. Tappen Z has had a phenomenal season as they only have 2 losses on the year, being 13-2 on the season. The Tuskers 11-3 on the season, but the 3 losses for the Tuskers have been very phenomenal opponents this season. As now 22 for Tappen Z has it. Goes back to number 4. 4 taking it. Guarded heavily by, that is Brett Kennedy, as 4 with it. 4 goes back out. Finds 15 for Tappen Z. Tappen Z, number 15 now with it. As it's going to go up and it's going to roll out. Go out, and Tappen Z is going to pick it up as they were closer after the attempted goal shot. So Tappen Z throws it back out to 22. Movement now, 22, back out to 2. As the shot clock is running down, will they be able to get it as it's going to go up? Great defense there by the goalie of Hudson Ruby in for the Tuskers today. As it's going to be passed out now to Palazzolo. Palazzolo now with it, bringing it down. Fast movement for Palazzolo, back out to Iglesias. Movement around, back out to Palazzolo, who finds Violante. Violante now with it. Violante now taking his time as it's going to go back out. Finds Kelly. Kelly with it now. Kelly taking his time, who finds Brush. Brush goes back out to Jimenez, who finds Violante. Goes back out to Iglesias. Now, Tuskers passing it around fast. Passing around this goal, trying to find the opening as it's going to go. With his Kelly, it's going to go in. Mason Kelly gets his first goal of the day for the Tuskers. Let's bang on the drum all day as it goes in. That's Mason Kelly with his first goal of the day. And Mason Kelly gets it. The Tuskers are up to an early 3-0 lead in this one. We're now going to head back once again in the middle for the face-off as Matt Mayfield back out there for Tappen Z. We have number 18 out there as well of Matthew Kager. So Kager out there. Back now in there for the face-offs as we're back off. Mayfield's going to take it. Fast movement from Mayfield. Goes back out to Iglesias. That's going to be loose. Does that wind up? Yeah, that did not wind up going in. As it's going to go out to the back. May have accidentally gone in, but doesn't. So now with it, Kelly loses it, but Kelly's able to pick it up. Goes back out to Russell G. As Russell has it. Finds Jimenez, who goes back out to Violante. Fast-paced movement now around the goal. Back out is number 7 of Iglesias. Iglesias with it. So it goes up and under. It's going to go off to the right there. Iglesias goes off to the right, and with that, it's going to be Tuskers who's going to get started off with it as they were closer after shooting the goal. So with it now is Russell. Goes back out to Violante. Goes back out as it goes back out to Iglesias. And it's going to go in. Miguel Iglesias, second goal of the day as that one's going to go in. Miguel Iglesias had with Violante there as the assist, was able to get it in, and the Notre Dame commit. He'll be playing lacrosse on Notre Dame next season. And the Notre Dame commit is going to get it in. So we're now back out with it. Bringing it down the field is Kelly. Kelly goes back out. It's going to find Violante. Violante goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias back is going to find number 1 of Palazzolo. Goes back out. Brush to number 20 of Battaglia. Battaglia with it now. Goes back out. Finds 21 of Iglesias. As Iglesias with it, guarded by 18 as it's gonna be too high there, but it was a shot for the goal, so the Tuskers, being closer, are gonna retain possession. Tuskers take it back out. We got with it now, so with it now is Battaglia, who goes back out to Kelly. Kelly movement back out to Iglesias. That's going to be a loose ball. Still loose there. There goes Battaglia trying to scoop it up. Still loose there. And it's going to be picked up by Tappen Z. So Tappen Z picks it up back out to number 18 now. 18 with it now is going to lose it, but picks it back up for Tappen Z. Fast movement down the field as 4 has it. Goes back out to 15. 15 now with it. Movement around. As here goes 15, guarded by number 9 of Logan Ruby, committed to play lacrosse at Springfield College next year, as goes back out to 4. Finds 22. 22 now with it. Taking his time. It's going to be a loose ball, but picked back up by 22. 22 with it. Goes back out to 32. Fast movement there as 32 now has it. Behind is Battaglia, trying to knock the ball out. It's going to be taken back by the Tuskers. Logan Ruby will get the ball back. And with it now is going to be Logan Ruby. Goes back out, finds Kennedy. Goes back out to the one of Palazzolo. Palazzolo now with it. Goes back around, finds Iglesias. Iglesias back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias, who finds Violante. Back to Battaglia. All right, now is Battaglia. Goes back out, loose ball there. It's going to be picked back up by, that's Violante. Goes back out. Tuskers playing phenomenal right now, as with it now is Russell. Goes back out to Violante. Fast movement around as taking their time there. Iglesias back out to Battaglia. Battaglia now with it. Back out to Iglesias. Finds Battaglia. That's going to go back to Russell. Russell now with it. Goes back out. With it now is Violante as it goes up, and the goalie, number 35, is going to show up there to deny the 5th goal today. So that one did go to Iglesias, who had in position. But now we got Jimenez with it. Jimenez back out, is going to find Violante. Violante back out to Tristan Iglesias, who finds Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias taking his time now, as he's going to find Battaglia as it goes up. Hits the top of the goal and does not go in. So with that, it's going to be Tristan Iglesias who is going to start off with it for the Tuskers. So now with his Battaglia, goes back out to Iglesias. Goes back out, finds a loose ball there. It's still loose, and it's going to be picked back up by Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias now taken. He is also the varsity quarterback from this past season as well for varsity football, as snap for the Tuskers, and led his team to the state championship, having multiple touchdowns in that state championship game. I believe 5 with passing and rushing combined, as tries to get it there. Does not go, and he also won the SSBC MVP of that game, the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club MVP of that game for the state championship. But 35 is going to throw it back out. It's movement around. Back out is 19, back out to 35. 35 back out, finds 15. 15 now with it. Passing it along, finds 32. 32, movement around. 32 is going to take it. Goes back out to 25. 25 now with it. Who's going to find 22, goes back out, finds 15. Fast movement there. And a loose ball now. It's going to be picked back up by Tappen Z. Tappen Z, fast movement there. It goes up, tries to get the goal. It winds up rolling out. So it winds up rolling out there, and it's going to be Tappen Z who will start off with it again. They shot the goal. They were closest, so they're going to retain possession. So 15 now back with it. Goes back all the way to find number 2. 2 with it. The score is currently 4-0 Somers, if you're just getting here. As number 2 taking it from behind. 13 Russell back out there. Goes back out to 22. Finds number 4. 4 now with it, taking his time. goes back, loose ball there as 22 has it. It goes up, and it's going to go in for Tappen Z. Hargaden gets it in, and with that, it's going to be a 4-1 game now as Tappen Z gets their first goal of the night. As if you're just getting here, Somers went up early 4-0, and Tappen Z just got their first point of the day. Somers showed up early in this one. Miguel Lacey's already with 2 goals. This is Ben still calling this game for you today, as we're now back into the middle for the face-off. Matt Mayfield out there. As we're back out, Matt Mayfield, another face-off win there, as movement now with it is going to be Kelly. Here comes Mason Kelly as it goes back to Hernandez. Dylan Hernandez finds Violante, who's going to find Iglesias, who goes back out to Violante. Back to Hernandez. That's movement to the back. Mason Kelly now with it. Mason Kelly goes back to Iglesias. Iglesias back to Violante. Violante movement around. It's going to be a loose ball with Violante. Hernandez with it. It goes past to Violante now. Loose ball, but Cameron Violante able to pick it up. Back out to Tristan Iglesias now. Cameron Violante, also one of the top wide receivers in varsity football for the Tuskers this season, as it goes back to Brush. Brush is going to find Violante as it goes back out to Kelly. Back out to Brush. Fast-paced offense now as tries to go back to Kelly, and it's going to roll out of bounds. And with that, it will be Tappen Z's ball, as number 25 is going to start off with it. So 25 starts off with it for Tappen Z. Fast-paced movement there. As with it is number 1, taking it now. It's going to be loose there. Picked up by number 25. Goes back out to 4. 4 now with it for Tappen Z. It's going to be a loose ball picked back up as it goes up. A loose ball there. As it's gonna be the Tuskers get it back there. Is now making it down the field is the Tuskers. That's Boleski with it. Taking it is Holton Boleski, as it's gonna go back. Movement around to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias is gonna find Tristan Iglesias in the back, who finds Violante. Violante now with it. Violante back to Logan Ruby, who goes back out to Mason Kelly, committed to play lacrosse next year at Brown University. As movement around now, Iglesias with it. Iglesias brothers passing to each other there as Kelly tries to go, finds Hernandez. Hernandez tries now, it's going to be a loose ball. Still loose there. Who's going to get it? Violante right there. It's going to wind up being picked up by Tristan Iglesias, now up in the air again. Loose ball again. And Tappen Z is going to wind up with it, as now they're going to lose it, but 1 is going to be there to grab it. But wait, here comes the Tuskers, but 4 able to grab that up for Tappen Z. Now 4 is going to lose it. Loose ball once again, as it's going to be loose one there, as now a flag is out. Our first flag of today's game, as a 4-1 lead currently for the Tuskers. Tuskers 4 points so far in this one, not as many as they have put up in some home performances this season, as this Tappen Z team has been great, playing phenomenal defense throughout this one. So Tuskers is probably going to discuss their game plan here after calling the timeout. And yeah, so while we have a moment for the timeout, let's just talk about what players are key on Somers for this matchup. So I asked Coach Hirsch this, and he just said all the players are key in this matchup. It comes down really to a team effort, and yeah, you'll see that the players are working well together in this one. It really relies on multiple players to be able to get themselves in positions to get the goals in. And then let's talk about some players to look out for on Tappen Z. So we have number 4 and number 19. Number 4 has already been found a lot in this one. That's Lineham, and 19 of Murray. 2 players to look out for in Tappen Z. And then let's just take a look at some more Somers players. What are players we may see having more playing time today? So we may see Marzella in again as goalie. Tristan Wachell. Just a few players we may see more playing time today. And And yeah. Also, we may see a little action from seniors Will Marcus and Luke Duffy a little bit, as well as we're going to head back out now as number 5 is going to start off with it for Tappen. As it goes back out to 19 of Murray. Murray finds number 2. 2 back out. So now with it, Tappen movement around. That's going to go in for Tappen, and that's going to be number 15 who gets it in for Tappen. Kukla gets it in, and with that, it's going to be a 4-2 game. Somers letting 2 goals up in this one after starting off strong, 4-0. Tappen has scored 2 goals straight, trying to get back in this one. So Kukla gets it in. And now we got a 2-point game, 5.5 left in the first, as we're going to head back into the middle for the face-off. Now back out there is Mayfield and number 10, as it's going to be loose there. Loose ball there. It's going to be a quick goal for the Tuskers. Hard to tell who that was, but the Tuskers got it right down. And yeah, Mayfield wound up keeping it after the face-off. Looked like he may have passed it, but yeah, Mayfield is going to get it in and hold on to it as Mayfield makes it a 5-2 lead now for the Tuskers. A fast, very fast goal for the Tuskers. He is really good at that. He's done multiple of those all season, as you see it again there for Matt Mayfield. And that's going to do it for the end of the first quarter. 5-2 is your score. And while we have a moment, check out the Somers Sports broadcast, the Somers Sports talk show on YouTube, where we talk about Somers sports, professional sports, and so forth. In our next episode, we're going to be interviewing Somers varsity football and track coach, Coach Sakurowski. In addition to that, we're going to be predicting a few NFL schedule games coming up. So, yeah. A few games just to look out for. Yeah. So, yeah, a few things to look out for, yeah, just for our next topics for the episodes. Yeah, NFL schedule predictions. We're also going to talk about the latest in MLB. We're going to predict the Subway Series coming up this weekend, Mets, Yankees. And yeah, that's in our next episode of the Somers Sports Broadcast coming out soon. Check out the most recent episode of Somers Sports Broadcast, where we interview Somers Athletic Director, Mr. Haddam. That was a great interview as well. And we also interviewed Somers Varsity Lacrosse coach, Coach Hirsch, recently as well in Season 3, Episode 12. You can find all these episodes on the Somers Sports Broadcast on YouTube. Just look it up, check it out. Yeah, we talk sports all day. And yeah, if you like talking sports, it's the right place for you. And if you're a kid at Somers High School, come check out the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club. We meet in the athletic conference room each Wednesday, and it's the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club who does that show each week. In addition, we also do full-on broadcast when we have enough people available. We do full-on broadcast like we did yesterday. We did that yesterday for the Somers Hen Hut girls game, which was a blast. We had a total of 8 people there for the club, and it was great to just have all those people there. A lot of moving parts, but it may have been the best broadcast all year overall. So we're now going to head back into the middle for the face-off. Mayfield back out there again. It's going to be loose there. Taken back, so loose ball. Kelly's going to have it now. Mason Kelly now with it is going to go back out to Iglesias. Iglesias goes back now. Goes back out, finds number 16, Hernandez. Goes out to Brush. Brush back out to Iglesias. And a great save there by Tappen, preventing the goal from going in. As 44 now with it. It's going to be a movement now. 18 with it now. As it's going to be, tries to get a underhand goal, but Hudson Ruby is going to deny Tappen that goal, as now movement for the Tuskers. 18 back out. 18 is going to find number 0, Violante. It's going to go back up. It's going to be taken back by Tappen. So now Tappen Z with it. That is Murray taking it fast around. Murray back out, movement around for Murray. Guarded by Ruby going from the front. Tries to get it. As goes back out to number 1 now for Tappen Z. Tappen Z now back with it. Goes out to number 15. 15 now with it, taking his time as it's going to go back out to 4. 4 goes to the back, finds 5. Taking his time now as it's going to go back to 22. 22 back out to 25. Fast movement now for 25 as it goes 25. Back out to 2. 2 now with it. Guarded by 17 of JJ Penzo for the Tuskers. It goes back to 15 and it's going to go in for Tappen Z. That was, I believe number 15 who gets it in. Number 15 of Kukla, his second goal of the day.
Tappen Z's goal by number 15, Kevin Kukla.
So Kevin Kukla gets it in as we are going to head back into the middle for the face-off. As they're going to bring it down, that's going to be taken back by Tappen Z. Tappen Z now with it as it's going to go back out. Goes back out to number 32. 32 with it, back out to 25. Goes around, back out to number 4. 4 now has it. 4 with it as being pushed back now. 4 movement as he's going to take it, going pushed back by 19 of Kennedy. Back out to 15. 15 with it. Goes back out, loose ball now, picked back up by number 4. 4 movement around there. Right heavily as 4 tries to get it. It's going to go off to the side, and it's going to wind up rolling out of bounds. But as of the shot for the goal, Somers being closer, it's going to get possession. So Somers starts off with it. Movement for Somers now as it's going to be number 3 of Hudson Ruby. He's going to throw it back out of sophomore. Also, sophomores on this team, Cameron Violante and Tristan Iglesias, important sophomores on this team as they've been important throughout the season. As now back out to Miguel Iglesias. He's going to find Russell, goes back out to Kelly. Kelly now with it. Taking his time as it's going to go back out to Iglesias. Finds Tristan Iglesias, goes back out. And it's going to be taken back by Tappen Z. Tappen Z gets the pick up there during the passes. Now with it is 32. 32 back out to 19. Tappen Z has been playing the Somers team very well in this one as it goes back to number 44 now, taking it, number 44. Gonna go back out to 25. Movement around as it goes back out to number 4. Slow movement now for number 4 as it goes back out to 15. 15 now with it, goes back out to 25. 25 movement guarded by Palazzolo. Deed Palazzolo, star wide receiver, Somers Varsity football team has already gotten an offer from Air Force, and probably some other teams will offer him deals as well. As now with his number 4, guarded by Kennedy. His 4 is going to try to get it, and it tries to get the goal, winds up going out of bounds, but Tappen Z, being closer, is going to be able to retain possession after they tried to shoot the goal. Now going to throw it back out to number 25. 25 cradling it. Going to find number 2. 2 now with it. Guarded by Bileski. Movement there. 2 in the back is going to find 22. 22 back to 2. With it now as the shot clock is ticking down. Back out to 15. 15 with it. Goes back out to 4 as it's going to go up. And it's going to go in for Tappen Z. That is going to be Murray. My apologies. That's going to be Lineham who gets it in, his first goal of the day. And the Tappen Z is going to make it a 1-point game as it's now a 5-4 game.
Tappen Z's goal by Thomas Lineham, number 4.
And this is one game that already is reminding me of the Somers Varsity football playoff game versus Harrison. As, Somers came into that game feeling confident, but the Harrison team prepared to play and gave Somers a good fight. We're seeing that again with Tappen Z as they are giving Tuskers a really good fight here. But at the same time, this Tuskers team did prepare, but this Tappen Z team had a great effort and has a great game plan, which is working well as we look to have a timeout now. And yeah, so Tappen Z has made it a 1-point game. We have a close one here as right now it's gonna. Let's talk about what is the key to success in this game. So key to success in this game is winning the loose ball battles, which Somers has won a good amount of them, but they've also have lost a few as well. Clearing efficiently and wide the back rate are a few keys for Tuskers in this game. So Tappen Z, what does Coach Hirsch expect to see from Tappen Z in this game? He expects to see an aggressive offense and varied defense. Yeah, the defense and both offense have been playing phenomenal for Tappen Z, especially against the Somers squad. And yeah, this Tappen Z team has been playing, especially on defense, them rough. After a 4-0 lead for Somers, it's been a 4-1 game for Tappen Z since then. And yeah, it's been working well. And let's just talk about what did the team focus on in practice. So what did the Tuskers focus on in practice? They focused on loose balls and working on picking up loose balls and then clearing and riding at the goal. So like finding the best spots at the goal to get it in. So that is gonna do it for the timeout. We're gonna start back up now. As now with it is going to be Iglesias, goes back out to Iglesias' brother Tristan Iglesias, goes back out to Violante, back out to Brush, goes to find Kelly, Kelly now with it, back out to Brush as it's going to go, rolling around, going to be loose there as it's going to be taken back now, so now movement is going to be 18, so now back to 22, movement now, it's going to be a loose ball there again as 22 able to prevent from going out of bounds, but knocked out by Somers, picking it up for Somers. That is number 55 and also a sophomore, Karen Pico. And as it's going to go back out to Dylan Hernandez. And yeah, this Tuskers team that, especially the starting team, I've gotten really familiar with this team throughout the season. I haven't even looked at the Tuskers roster once in this game, besides putting the tallies next to them, their names for the goal. Thanks, shout out to Miss Tippett for that tip, by the way. So now with it is Brush, who goes back out, finds Violante, back out to Brush, who finds Kelly. Kelly now with it, back out to Brush, passing it around. It's gonna go up and it's gonna go in. Cam Lynn Violante is gonna get it in. A great goal there for Cam Lynn Violante. As that goes in, and the Tuskers extend it to a 6-0 lead. That's going to be Cam's first goal of the day. So Cameron Violante there on the goal, getting it in, and teammates working together there as Violante got in position to get the goal. So now back out for the face-off as Mayfield. It's going to be a loose ball. As movement now goes from behind, back out to Iglesias, finds his brother Miguel Iglesias, as Miguel Iglesias with it, goes back out to Kelly. Kelly with it now, as it goes up, Mason Kelly gets one in. The Tuskers have figured something out here, 2 quick goals for the Tuskers, so they find Kelly there, who gets it right in there for the goal. A great underhand pass in for the goal as Mason Kelly is going to get that one in. And now it's a 7-4 lead here for the Tuskers. So Mason Kelly, also a player on the varsity football team, a important player as he was the running back throughout the season and scored a bunch of almost touchdowns also throughout the season, an important player on that team throughout. As it goes back now, goes back out to Brush, it's going to find Iglesias as it goes back out to Bush, goes back out, finds Iglesias, and it's going to go in. Putting it in is Dylan Hernandez, who's going to get it in. They're going to call no goal. Looked like they got it in, but looked like it may have gone in, but the ref's going to call it no goal as Tappen Z tries to get the goal there. After that, Tuskers maybe focused on that last goal not going in, so Tappen Z brings it right down, but the Tuskers D, that doesn't affect them as the Tuskers still playing phenomenal, able to stop that goal. Is now back with it is Hernandez. Hernandez goes back out to Iglesias, so Tristan Iglesias is going to take it to the back. It's going to find Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante takes it to the back, finds JJ Penzo. JJ Penzo now with it. Goes back out to Brush. Brush back out to Kelly. Kelly, movement now from Mason Kelly. It's going to go back out. Goes back out. Finds Iglesias. Short pass just goes back to Kelly. Goes back out to Russell. Russell finds Brush. Back out to Russell now. Russell taking guard by 19 and 15 as it's going to go back out. Tristan Iglesias now with it. And it's going to be a ball that winds up going out. As they now moving to the other side of the field for Tappen Z. Tappen Z number 4 with it. It's going to go back out to 15. And great defense there by Hudson Ruby. Not allowing that one to go in. Bringing it back now to the other side of the field with it now. Tuskers now a little loose ball there. That's going to be picked back up by Russell. Russell back with it. Finds Iglesias. Iglesias back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias tries to get a goal. A great block there. Hits the goalie, number 35's legs, and that does not go in. Went on his legs fast as well. That must have hurt as that was Bonkia in as the goalie. And but still a great block by him. But yeah, that must have hurt as it goes back now. Back out to Iglesias. Iglesias back out to Kelly. Iglesias finds Kelly. Goes out to Violante. Violante now with it. Movement around. Back out to Kelly. Who finds Violante. Goes back out to Kelly again. Goes back up. Finds Russell. Russell goes back out to Kelly as it's going to be underhand. Winds up going off to the left. Not going in. The Tuskers, the call is Tuskers closer. Hernandez is going to pick it up to start off with it. So now Hernandez finds Violante as it goes up. That one's going to wind up rolling out of bounds. And it's going to be Miguel Iglesias who's going to pick it up for the Tuskers. So movement now for the Tuskers as Iglesias is going to take it. As movement now for Iglesias. Goes back out to Violante. It goes up. That's going to be... Apologize, Tristan Iglesias, not Violante. Tristan Iglesias now gets his first goal of the day as it's going to go in. Number 21, Tristan Iglesias gets that one.
Tristan Iglesias, first goal of the game, number 21. Witness this from his brother Miguel Iglesias.
So, nice. Probably a special moment there for the brothers helping each other with the assists there as they have had for multiple times this season. But in the final regular season game, another just special moment for those two as this will be, as Miguel graduates this year, this will be the final year they'll be playing together at Somers High School. So, yeah, but so far it's been... the Tuskers have been on a streak. 3 unanswered quick goals after Tappen Z made a 1-point game. And yeah, Miguel Iglesias, Mason Kelly currently have 2 goals each. But yeah, it's been a team effort. We've seen a goal from Matt Mayfield, Ryan Brush, Dylan Hernandez, Cameron Violante, Tristan Iglesias. 8 goals for you today on the Tuskers side of things. And yeah, it's been a great performance for them. And yeah, so Tappen Z playing them tough, but Tuskers are rocking and rolling now as they have scored 3 straight goals. And while we have a moment, so as this is the end of the regular season, I asked Coach Hirsch, how have you seen the Tuskers improve throughout the season? And he says, our team's main goal is to improve every opportunity we have a chance to get on the field. or in the classroom, and there's been a lot of growth for this team over the year. And yeah, I've definitely seen that from the first Scarsdale game that I got to call. This team has, even though they had a great 17-4 win, they're already playing phenomenal. I just seen this team improve so much, dominating against Greeley, and dominating against Greeley, a team we lost to in the playoffs last year, and just dominating against opponents, which some of the best opponents in this lacrosse from around here in high school lacrosse. But yeah, there's just been a lot of growth overall, and this has been an uncommon group with a great group of young men, a special group. That's what Coach Hirsch said, and they've gotten better with the chemistry and stickworth and everything in between throughout the year as well, which getting better always helps. As now Mayfield with it, bringing it back. Matt Mayfield from the face-off is going to take it back off, goes to the back, finds Tristan Iglesias, who goes back to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias now taking it back out to Logan Ruby, who finds Miguel Iglesias, goes back out to Brush. Brush now with it. Brush taking his time there as he's going to find Kelly there. Kelly comes in. Now Kelly, movement around. Kelly goes back out, finds Tristan Iglesias, who goes back out to Miguel Iglesias, bringing it from behind the goal. Goes back out, is going to find, that is 16 Hernandez, who goes back out to Kelly. Kelly, movement around now. Kelly's going to go on back, goes back to number 12. That's going to be taken back by Tappen Z. With that grab is number 19 of Murray for Tappen Z, who's going to find 25. 25 bringing it down now as goes back out. Is going to find number 1, who goes back out to 4. Passing it around, back out to 15. 15 now with it. 15 guarded by the 9 of Logan Ruby as Tappen Z brings it down to their side of the field as it goes back out now. Gonna find with it now is number 4. 4 rolling around, guarded by Kennedy. Kennedy's been great at defense all year. A junior here at Somers High School. It's gonna go back as number 4 tries to get it. And Hudson Ruby will deny them the goal as Ruby is going to throw it back out now for the Tuskers. 1:04 remains in the first half. This first half has gone by fast in this one. Goes back out to Hudson Ruby now. And stay tuned during halftime as we'll be doing a halftime show as well. So back out to Iglesias. Iglesias taking it, goes back out to his brother Miguel Iglesias. And we'll see what the call is here. Looks like it's gonna be, the call is Tappen Z as Tuskers took too much time there, as it's gonna be ball there, and it's gonna wind up rolling out, and Tuskers are gonna take it right back as Mason Kelly is gonna start off with it. So Mason Kelly with it now, movement around. There goes Mason Kelly, bringing it down the field, goes back out. As it's going to go back, finds Tristan Iglesias, back out to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias is going to take it now as Miguel Iglesias movement around. Miguel Iglesias to the back, goes back out to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias is going to take it, goes up. Great defense there by Tappen Z's goalie once again as number 19 is going to pick it up. As number 44 is going to throw it out high, and it's going to a far throw there to let the clock tick down to half, and the Tuskers up by 4. 8-4 is your score. I'm Ben Silk. I'll be back in a moment for our halftime show. Welcome back, Ben Silk here for your halftime show. That was a fast-paced first half. That went by fast. Maybe it's just the excitement of this game, but a fast-paced first half. We saw so many great plays in this first half. Yeah, so we started off, Somers heading off to an early 4-0 lead in this one. but then Tappen Z making it 4-1. They got back in this one, making it a 1-point game, 5-4. Tuskers able to score 3 more goals before halftime as it was 3 right around the same time as well, as the Tuskers have gotten their momentum back, and yeah, and the Tuskers currently just with phenomenal momentum. So thoughts on the first half? Yeah, this has been a great competitive game. Tappen Z has given the Tuskers a very good challenge here, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens at the end. What will Tappen Z and the Tuskers discuss during halftime, and will Tappen Z be able to get back into this one? All it takes is just a little streak like they had before, and they could be right back in it. Or will the Tuskers continue their momentum, come up with good game plans, and continue extending their lead? Currently up by 4, and what's the most impressive play? There's been so many. That Matt Mayfield face-off brought it back for the goal. Couldn't even tell who got it there, but at that one. But yeah, that was just a so fast-paced play. Like, I couldn't even keep up with it. And then there was so many. That Cameron Violante goal as well. That was just a great goal as well. I think from back, there were multiple players off on the side, and just a great angle to be able to get in. That Mason Kelly goal as well, Miguel Iglesias goal, Tristan Iglesias goal, and yeah, just so many great goals in this one. Also, Ryan Brush with that goal to start off the momentum in this game. Just, it's been a great game for the Tuskers all around. A lot of great players you're seeing here. Also a player that has been playing great in this one, still yet to score a goal. We got Dylan Hernandez and Dean Palazzolo, who has found the ball a lot. But what will happen in the second half? Yeah, I think the Tuskers continue their momentum. I think they're going to not score as many as usual. I think it's going to be, the final score is going to wind up being 16-12. Tappen Z able to make it close, scoring 8 points in the second half as well, but not enough for the Tuskers, as it's going to be an 8-8 second half, but I think the Tuskers get it done 16-12 in this one. And yeah, so yeah, what does Somers need to do to win this game? Yeah, Somers just has to continue their momentum. Whatever they've been doing has been working since that timeout with those 3 goals. They just got to continue this fast-paced offense, find ways to trick up Tappen Z's defense, and also Somers' off defense has been playing phenomenal in this one as well. They've been great stopping on that side of the ball, stopping some paths. Hudson Ruby, the goalie, has stopped multiple goals from going in, and it could be a much closer game without Hudson Ruby saving those goals there. And yeah, what Tappen Z needs to do to win this game is they need to find a way to figure this Somers offense and defense out and be able to get around it and start taking control of this one, as they're currently down by 4 and need time to get back in this one. But yeah, so yeah, so while we have a moment, I'm Benny Silk. I am the founder and president. Currently, I'll be passing it off to Brandon Jane officially on June 10th, but I'm the president, founder of the Somers Sports Broadcasting Club at Somers High School. What we do is we create talk show episodes and where we talk about Somers and professional sports. We have guests on the show for interviews. We had Somers athletic director, and also the reason why we get to do this, and I just want to thank him so much. So many great broadcasts we've had this season, thanks to Mr. Haddam for allowing us to do this, and our most recent episode, we interviewed him, Season 3, Episode 14. And then we also interviewed Somers Varsity Lacrosse coach, Coach Hirsch. We interviewed Somers Varsity football coach, Coach DiMatteo, Season 2, Episode 12, right after they won the state championship. That was probably a top interview as well, in addition to the other ones I mentioned. All the interviews have been great. It's been so great having all these people on the show. I don't think there's one person this year I've asked to be interviewed, to come in for an interview, that has said no. That's how grateful everyone has been. And just want to take a moment, as this very well could be at least the final regular season broadcast. This community throughout this season, this was the first season I really got into following Somers sports, and just seeing how this Somers community has come together for each game and the support they have had for so many things throughout the season. It's just really great to see, and great. I'm really happy I was able to be part of it this year before going off to college. And yeah, just another great thing to be a part of. But yeah, that basically is gonna wrap up the first half. So as we have a few moments, yeah, let's talk about a few other teams in a boys varsity lacrosse. So yeah, Somers, Y. Yeah, Y's gonna be a tough opponent. Yeah, they only lost to Greeley, but they only beat Greeley by 1 point. And yeah, but I think we are gonna take Y on if we make it to the Section 1 Class C championship. We take on Y at Yorktown. That will be a fun game, definitely to call. Maybe even at Yorktown, but if not at Yorktown, we'll be able to do that in some type of fashion. Probably a virtual broadcast like we did the Section 1 Class A championship. Ironically, also Somers versus Y for varsity football this past year. But yeah, that's a possible matchup. Not official yet, but obviously everything has to work out in the playoffs. But top 2 teams, probably from around here, both in Class C, that will be in the playoffs. And yeah, so, and also, it's gonna be an exciting. So Tusker is currently in position. Assuming they win this game and the next game against Mamaroneck, they will retain possession of the number 1 seed in the playoffs, as it sounds like, as Somers has the tiebreak over Greeley. And the 3 Somers losses are non-Section 1 teams. They're great teams. So the 3 Somers losses are against New Canaan, one of the top teams in the nation. Widgefield, also another team, top team in the nation. Widgefield's ranked 12th. I think New Canaan's ranked 10th in the nation. But this Tusker's team has been playing phenomenal throughout this season. They're ranked 25 in the nation. That is how good this team is in nation ranking for boys varsity lacrosse. However, Y is ranked 15th. So if we could beat Y in that possible Section 1 Class C championship matchup, that's gonna mean, yeah, this team is very special. And I think if they could get by Y, they may go all the way to the championship. Yeah, this game's really special, and maybe, who knows, we'll be able to do the same thing we did in the Dome at Hobart. I believe that is where the Lacrosse Boys Class C championship is, on June 14th. 1 day after my prom. So we'll see what's going to happen there, but hopefully we'll be able to do that, and a bunch of us will be able to go up but as the teams are going to warm up, 1:38 left till the start of the 3rd quarter. We will be right back in a moment, as there will be a quick ad.
Predict upcoming sport games. 26 and 23 debate sports. Who's the best NFL team of all time? Discuss our opinions on the latest in the world of sports. Bowman. He could make it hard. He's been impressive, and much more.
Elephants were out here at Somers High School on Tony DiManio Field, as both teams are hyped and ready for the second half, as both teams get ready. I'm Ben Silk again calling this game for you, as the Tuskers are ready, as they currently have scored 3 unanswered goals. And yeah, it's been a great performance throughout the night for the Tuskers. Currently up 8-4. Let's see what they're going to be able to do in the second half, as we have Matt Mayfield and number 15. That is Johnson, who goes back out there for Tappen Z. So Mayfield and Johnson out there for the face-off. And we're off for the second half. Loose ball there. It's going to be taken back by Mayfield, but loose ball picked back up by Mayfield. Mayfield movement around. Goes back out to Kelly. Kelly with it now. Is Kelly going to take it as it goes up? Tries to get a quick goal there, but it's going to wind up loose balled out. Wind up not going as a loose ball. Tappen Z's going to wind up back with it as there goes Murray. Tries to get a fast one. Almost had the angle to get it in. But Sommer, it does not go in. Somers, with it being closer, is going to start off with the ball. So now fast movement there. It's going to find 19 of Kennedy. Kennedy now with it. Kennedy goes back out. Is going to find Zilo Violante. Back out to Tristan Iglesias. Goes back out to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias now with it. So Miguel Iglesias takes it back out to Ryan Brush. Ryan Brush goes back out. Back out to Violante, who goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias, as now it's Jimenez with it. Goes back out, finds Kelly, and it's going to go in for the Tuskers! Mason Kelly! Goal number 3 for him today, as that one is going to go in. 9-4 is your score. That's exactly how the Tuskers needed to start off the second half. And as we have a moment, I asked Coach Hirsch, what is one word that you would use to describe this group of seniors? And he said, it's hard to choose one word, but if you had to pick, he would say inspiring. And yeah, they've definitely been inspiring throughout this one, as it's going to be taken down the field. Senior Miguel Iglesias with it now, back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias goes back out. Movement now back out to Kelly. Kelly goes under. Mason Kelly, goal number 4 of the day. 2 goals right away to start off the second half as Mason Kelly gets it in. That was, I believe, an Iglesias brother. I think that was Tristan Iglesias who had the assist, it looked like. But yeah, Mason Kelly off to a hot start with the Tuskers, already scoring 2 goals in the second half. Yes, that was Miguel Iglesias. 2 great senior friends there working together to get it in the goal. We're now back out there for the face-off. It's going to be, ball comes out, picked up by Tappen Z. 18 with it. Now movement for 18. 18 goes back out, finds 22 as it goes out to 15, and it's gonna go in for Tappen Z. Tappen Z is gonna get in. That's Kukla's 3rd goal of the day. As Tappen Z makes it back to a 5-point game. So 10-5 now is your score as Tappen Z gets a fast goal there after that. Those 2 Mason Kelly goals. So Kukla, 3rd goal of the day, as we now are going to head back into the middle for another face-off. I believe, yeah, now we got JJ Penzo in there for a face-off. Loose ball there. As 10's going to fall down, it's going to be taken back by the Tuskers. There goes Pulaski, a junior. The junior's going to take it back out to Miguel Iglesias. Finds Logan Ruby. Tries to get the spike pass in. Winds up not working out, but as it was for the goal. Tristan Iglesias and Tuskers are closer. Tuskers are going to take possession as Cameron Violante is going to bring it back out. Back out to Pataglia. Pataglia now back with it. Goes back out. Finds Russell. Russell with it to Iglesias. Iglesias movement around. Back out to Iglesias. Goes back out to Violante. Violante back out to Jimenez. Jimenez now with it. Jimenez goes back out to Russell. Russell now taking it. Russell back out to Pataglia. Pataglia now back. Goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias taking it around. Back out to his brother Miguel Iglesias. Back out to Tristan Iglesias, who's going to find Cameron Violante. Is he going to try for the goal? Goes up. It's going to go too high, but there to pick it up, it's going to be Dylan Hernandez. Still goalless today as he's going to go around. Dylan Hernandez, he was the player who started off the Tuskers' strong season, scoring the Tuskers' first goal this season in that season opener versus Scarsdale. As now Tuskers take it back out with it. Now is Iglesias. Movement around, loses the ball, but Tristan Iglesias able to pick it back up, back out to Violante. Violante goes up, and Cameron Violante! It's going to get it in for the Tuskers. That's going to be Violante's 2nd goal of the day. as that one goes in. So Cameron Violante gets that one in. Also has been playing phenomenal in this one. And at the end of the game, as this will be my last regular season game calling a game, I will be selecting an SSBC MVP of this game, which will be announced on air at the end of this one. And so we're going to head now back out to the middle. So far, there's been so many great players, and stay tuned as that will be given at the end of this broadcast. We're now back into the middle for the face-off, as it's going to be called Somers ball. So Mayfield with it finds Kelly. Mason Kelly with it. Back out now. It's going to go back out to Violante, who finds Brush. Brush with it. Back out to Kelly. Kelly taking it, finds Iglesias. This goes up. Miguel Iglesias, the Notre Dame commit, is going to get it in. And that's going to be the third goal of the day for Miguel Iglesias, as it's going to go in. As Miguel Iglesias has been an important player for the Tuskers throughout the season, getting so many goals. That's another one there for him. Now back out there for the draw once again, as we got Matt Mayfield and number 15 out there of Kukla. So now Kelly with it, back out to Iglesias. Movement back out to his brother Tristan Iglesias, who finds Kelly. Kelly with it, goes back out to Brush. Brush with it now, finds Violante. Violante back out to Brush. Back out to Kelly. Kelly back out to Brush. The ball is going to be nodded up, and it's going to wind up bowling out. So now Violante is going to throw it back out to Jimenez. Jimenez, who's going to go back out to Brush, finds Iglesias. Iglesias back out to Kelly. Back out to Violante. Violante is going to find Jimenez, who goes back out to Kelly. Kelly now with it. Back out to Jimenez. Jimenez is going to find Violante. Violante back out to Iglesias. Iglesias with it. Finds Kelly. Kelly now back out to Violante. Violante goes back out to Iglesias, who goes up, and that's going to be goal number 4 of the day for Miguel Iglesias. That one goes in. Miguel Iglesias gets another one, as he now ties Mason Kelly for 4 goals today. Tuskers continuing their route, as it's been a 5-1 score with a little more than 4 seconds more than 4 minutes into the second half.
Number 7, Miguel Iglesias, with an assist from 0,
Cameron Violante gets the goal there as well, or gets the assist there as well. Cameron Violante has been an important player in this game as well, getting himself very much involved. And Miguel Iglesias also has been very involved in this game. Those two have been great players who have stuck out. But while they call the timeout, let's talk about Coach Hirsch's coaching history. So Coach Hirsch started coaching in his career as an assistant coach at Hampton-Sydney College in 2008, then at Lynchburg University for 2 years from 2009 to 2010. He served as an assistant coach as alta mater after that at Hen Hut for 12 years, 2011 to 2023, and then been here at Somers for the last 2 years. And has been doing a phenomenal job. Has already coached 2 winning seasons these past 2 years, and already 11 wins in this season. So Tappen Z, most recent game was a win, both teams are coming into this game off a win. Tappen Z most recently won against Suffern, and Somers destroyed Carmel 20-6. I actually had that game on while I was calling the girls Lakeland Panis game the other day on Monday, where girls varsity lacrosse took that one 14-8. Another fun game to call this year. And as we take another moment, let's talk about what advice does Coach Hirsch give to the players for motivation for this game? So he tells them every game is a great opportunity to learn and put our program on display for the community. They're definitely doing that tonight as against this tough opponent, Tappen Z. Tappen Z has given them a good fight, but this Tuskers team has been phenomenal since making it a 1-point game. It has now been, I believe, 8-1 has been your score since that time, as it's now an 8-point game. Now back out there for the draw. Back out now is going to be Mayfield. Mayfield back out to Iglesias, and it's going to go to up high there. Ball's going to come back out now as Kelly goes back out to Brush. Brush back out to Kelly. Kelly back out to Iglesias. Movement around now. As it's going to go back out now. Back out to number 11 of Kelly. Back out to number 12, who's movement around now. Back out to Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias taking it for the Tuskers. That's going to go up, and it's going to go in. Tristan Iglesias is going to get his second goal of the day. Tristan Iglesias goes from behind and finds the goal to get it right in there. A now 14-5 game as Tristan Iglesias makes this a 9-point lead for the Tuskers. A great play there by Tristan Iglesias, how he got in position there. Yeah, Tristan Iglesias. With Brian Brush as the assist. Mayfield got it. That was Iglesias who got it in, as now Mayfield back out there for the face-off. Iglesias, just a great play, bringing it from behind all the way around to get it right in. Fast play there, and that takes a lot of skills to be able to time that just right, but he was able to do it there. So now with it is Violante. Violante back out to Russell. That's going to go off to the left and rolls out. So Tristan Iglesias is going to start back up with it. Finds Hernandez there. So Hernandez now back with it. Still in Hernandez, movement around. As here comes Hernandez. Comes from behind. As tries to get the backwards goal. Goes a little too far right backwards there, as that does not go in. Tristan Iglesias being closer, as it was an attempted shot for the goal, is going to start off with it again, as now he has the ball. Iglesias with it. Goes back out, finds Penzo, who finds Battaglia. Battaglia now with it. Goes back out. Loose ball there. So now 20 with it. 20 throws it back out to 1 now. A loose ball once again. Back out to 15. 15 is going to pick it up. Back out to 22. 22 back out to 1. 1 back out is going to find number 4. 4 back out to 25 as it goes up, and it's going to go in for Tappen Z. A goal there for Tappen Z as that one goes in.
Tappen Z's goal by number 25, Brendan Kozlov.
So Brendan Kozlov is going to get it in. Number 25. That's just going to be his first goal of the day. Goes back now up to, with it now is number 19 of Murray. Murray taking it down the field. 14-6 is your score if you're just getting here. Tuskers have been on a bit of a one, as Tappen Z made it a 5-4 game after Tuskers went up 4-0 early, but then since then it's been all Tuskers playing phenomenal in this one. But Tappen Z just scoring there. Is now 15 a Kukla with it. Goes back out to 5. 5 movement around. Goes back out to number 4. 4 now for Tappen Z, guarded by, it's going to go up high there, guarded there by Brett Kennedy. Able to give aggression there on defense. Get in the way, and number 4 is not able to nail the goal in there, as it's going to be Tappen Z with another chance, but did not get the goal. As number 2 now has it. 2 heads to the back. 5 now with it. Back out to 15. Back out to 25. Goes up. It's going to bounce off and roll out of bounds. So 5, it's going to start off with this again. So number 5 of Tappen Z goes back out to number 2. 2 now with it, taking it around. Tappen Z goes back to 25 now. 25 with it, goes back out to 4 as it goes up, tries to get it, and Hudson Ruby does not allow it to go in as the shot clock ticked down all the way to the last second, and the defense for the Tuskers showing up there to not allow that quick Tappen Z goal. As it's going to go back now to Violante. Violante now with it. Cameron Violante taking his time. Cameron Violante goes back out to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to take it back now. Slow movement now for Hernandez as Hernandez is going to take it around. Hernandez goes back out to number 7 for Glacius. Finds his brother, finds Kelly, who goes back out to Cameron Violante. Cameron Violante taking it, fast moving there as Cameron Violante comes around, goes up. It's going to be taken back by number 3 of Kuckluck. As Kuckluck is going to take it back, not allowing it to go in, as now number 1 is going to take it for Tappen Z. Somers has played Tappen Z throughout the season. Other sports, what a goal for number 1 from across the field for Tappen Z. Wow, that may be one of the most impressive goals I've seen in my days of calling games here at Somers. As, wow, all the way back from the 40-yard line on the football field all the way to the other side of the goal. Not the 40-yard line on the same side of the field of the goal, the other 40-yard line. Just what...
Tappen Z goal by number 1, Patrick Staker.
Let's do the math. That is going to wind up being a 60-yard throw for a goal there, as that is going to go in. Unbelievable there by number 1 of Tappen Z of Stackler. Just and a phenomenal play there, as now with it is going to be, now with it is number 32. 32 back out to 4. 4 movement around. As 4 is going to take it to the back. Goes back to number 15. 15 taking it. Back out to 4. 4 with it now. 4 is going to take it back around. And it's going to be picked back up by Karen Pico there for the Tuskers. Pico taking it to the back is going to find 26, Lyle. Brandon Lyle finding the ball there. As Brandon Lyle, far throw around, is going to find number 1 of Dean Palazzola, losing his wide receiver skills to get down the field fast in this one. So many explosive touchdowns in his career. Scored multiple in the 2020, including a few, including a long one in the 2023 state championship for Whitesboro. As it goes back now, that's going to go back with it now is going to be Tristan Iglesias, who goes back to Ryan Brush. Ryan Brush now with it. 2:43 left in the third, as it's going to go back out to Violante. As Violante tries to get it, it's going to go off to the left. Violante goes off to left, and Dylan Hernandez is going to, Tuskers are closest. Dylan Hernandez is going to start off with it. So Hernandez with it now, as it's going to try to go out, blocked there by Tappen Z's goalie. So now Tappen Z is going to be throwing it back out. Again, just if you missed it earlier, a 60-yard throw on the most recent score for Tappen Z there. That was unbelievable, as now 22 with it. Goes back to 5, and it's going to go in. Another goal for Tappen Z. With that, Tappen Z has scored, I believe, yeah, they've scored 3 in a row now, and 3 straight points. Number 5, Cantor gets it in. So a score for Cantor as Tappen Z makes it back to a 6-point game. We're going to head back out now into the middle for the face-off.
Jesse Cantor.
So Cantor gets it in. That was another great goal by Tappen Z. And yeah, so we're now back out there into the middle for the face-off. Back out there now. Finds Kelly with it. Now movement for Kelly. Mason Kelly with it. It's going to find Iglesias. It's going to go back now to Tristan Iglesias, who goes back out to Violante. Violante with it. Violante goes back out to Brush. Brush back out to Kelly. Kelly back out to Brush. So now Brush with it. Brush is going to find Hernandez. Hernandez now goes back out. It's going to find Violante back out to Iglesias, who goes back out to Violante. Goes back out to Hernandez. Hernandez now with it, bringing it around. As there goes Hernandez back out to Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias movement around. Number 1 tries to get around, finds Brush, and it goes up. Saw that goal coming. The Tuskers worked well together. Iglesias finds Brush. Brush with the room, who gets it in. That's going to be Ryan's Brush second goal of the day. First one since the first goal of the game. As Ryan Brush gets it in, also a senior at Somers High School, also wearing one of my personal favorite numbers in sports, number 12, as that is who the number that one of my favorite all-time sport players wore, Tom Brady. As we now, as you may know, I am a big Boston sports fan. As we're now back out, it's going to be Matt Mayfield taking it from the face-off, goes around. That goes in. That's going to be Tristan Iglesias, who gets it in. A fast goal there. So passing it around, they found Miguel, who found his brother Tristan. A quick one that goes in for the Tuskers. So Tristan Iglesias is going to get it in as the Tuskers the Tuskers are gonna make it a 7-point game. A fast goal there from the face-off. Mayfield took it back. It was a pass. I believe it was Kelly who found Miguel Iglesias to his brother Tristan Iglesias. Got it in there. Tristan Iglesias' third goal of the game. As now with it, Mayfield with it finds Hernandez. Hernandez back out to Violante. Back out to Hernandez. Hernandez back out to Brush. Brush now with it. Taking it now is Brush. Movement around, guarded by Kennedy as it goes up. And the defense is going to show up there for Tappen, denying them that goal. 51 seconds left in the third. Movement now for Tappen. As now with it is going to be Tappen. Now back out. 22 with it. It's going to find, it's a loose ball picked back up by 22, however, as it's going to go back out to 2 now. 2 with it. Brings it to behind the goal. Guarded there is number 9 of Logan Ruby, who's going to go back out to 25. Movement now for 25 as he's going to take it around. Goes back up, tries to get it, goes off to the right. Does not have the exact angle to get it in. The Tuskers will take over. So now Kennedy is going to be throwing it back after the Tuskers. Brett Kennedy with it. Far throw there, finds Logan Ruby on all the way to the other side of the field as it goes up. Hits the side. That was Miguel Iglesias who shot that there. And that is going to do it for the end of the third. One that hit the side there to end the third, almost goes in, but that does not wind up counting as, and as that is going to do it for the third quarter. We got an 8-point game. 16-8 is your score. Tuskers up by 8. And yeah, it's been a great performance by the Tuskers, especially in this third quarter. They have scored 8 points in this third quarter. So yeah, definitely a great performance. The score was 8-4 at half. That third quarter was 8-4. So yeah, a great quarter there for the Tuskers. As final question I asked the Coach Hirsch is, what has he learned from the players? So he said, I think he has learned from, he said that I think we have learned from each other every day. I've learned a lot from this team, and I think what stands out the most is a reminder of how impactful and important communication is between the players, coaches, and families. We have a really special group, and I want the season to be as memorable for everyone in the best way as possible. And yeah, it's been a great performance for the Tuskers. That was just a great third quarter. And as we get started for the fourth, this final regular season game, I just want to take a moment thanking everyone. I'm not going to list everyone's name out because it's going to go on forever. Just everyone that has helped make this possible, even in the littlest of ways, has helped the club at all. Just anything. Just so many people has done so much stuff for us in this community. I just really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm very thankful that we were able to do this year, and I hope to be. My goal is to be on TV one day. Hopefully, you'll be going. Seeing Ben still call a game in the future. That's the goal, but we'll see, as I'll be going to Lowell University. Sports communication, I think I've found my passion doing this season, and especially, football was amazing. We got to call basketball games, girls flag football games, and then lacrosse. Sport I knew nothing about. The start of April 3rd was the first game, and I've fallen in love with the sport. In just these couple of months, it's just been a great time overall. I've learned so much about this game, lacrosse, as well. I didn't really know much before the start of the season. We've also called a baseball game as well. As Mayfield's going to take it from the face-off. Goes up. It's going to go in. Matt Mayfield gets his second face-off return goal of the day. Matt Mayfield gets that one. As with that, the Tuskers will put 17 on the board. 17-8 is your score now, as it only took them 3 seconds. It only took them 3 seconds in this fourth quarter to get in. I don't even want to calculate how many points that would be. That would be hundreds of points. That's how fast Somers is on pace in this one. And it's going to go back out to Kelly. Kelly with it now. Kelly goes back out. Is going to find Iglesias, goes back out to Tristan Iglesias, goes back out to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias goes back out to Kelly. Kelly taking it. As movement now for Kelly. Kelly going around, guarded by the defense, goes back out to Brush. Brush now back out, finds that's Hernandez. Hernandez goes up. It's going to be a great block, but it winds up going in. I think that was Tristan Iglesias. It may have been Kelly, but a great goal either way by that team, as the Tuskers are gonna get it in. Turns out, so Tristan Iglesias is gonna get that one, as that goes in an 18-8 game now. So we now head back into the middle for the face-off. Matt Mayfield gets it again for the Tuskers, taking it around. Here comes Mayfield. Goes back out to Hernandez. Goes back now behind Tristan Iglesias. So now back out to Miguel Iglesias. Goes back out to Brush. Brush now with it, taking it around. Goes around 32. Brush with it. Brush is going to throw it back behind. Back to Hernandez, who finds Kelly. Kelly with it now. Taking it around. Kelly movement. Rolling around 32, it goes up off to the left there. And Tappen Z. The call is Tappen Z will be closer, as it was shot for the goal. Tappen Z, however, will get it back. So now Tappen Z starts off with it, number one. With it, number one player who also had that 60-yard goal a few moments back in the third quarter, as it's going to go back out to 19. 19 with it, movement around, 19 around 11, goes back out to 25, 25 now with it, fast moving for 25, guarded by Penzo, taking it now 25, goes back now by the goal, 22 with it, Tappen Z trying to get on the scoreboard, as now 22 with it, goes back out to 2, 2 now with it, as 2 is going to take it around, back around, Palazzolo guarding number 1, as it goes back out to 25, goes back out to 4, back out to 22. It's going to be picked back up by 22. He's going to go back out to 15. 15 now with it. As 15 is going to go up, and it's going to... Tappen Z gets it before it goes out of bounds, but they're going to regret that, as it's going to be the Tuskers who, after that bounce, grabs it right back. So now Palazzolo with it. Here comes Dean Palazzolo taking it down. Back out to Violante. Violante now with it. Who's going to find Tristan Iglesias. Tristan Iglesias taking it. Guarded by 9 of Murray. as Tristan Iglesias goes back out to Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias back out there now. Gonna go back out to Violante. Violante movement there. As it's gonna go back out to Hernandez. Hernandez finds Bush. Bush now with it. Taking it. Taking it as Bush goes back out to, that's Hernandez. Hernandez taking it, goes back far behind for Miguel Iglesias. Miguel Iglesias goes back around, goes back, and it's gonna wind up rolling. Pataglia is able to grab it before it goes out of bounds, so Tuskers are gonna retain possession of the ball. Bush is gonna take it, rolling around, goes back, finds Iglesias, finds his brother Tristan Iglesias. Iglesias finds his brother Tristan Iglesias as here comes Tristan Iglesias trying to get the goal, goes up, it winds up going not the way you want as the shot clock's gonna run out, and with that, Tappen Z is going to take over. So now, throwing it back out is number 1 of Tappen Z. 8:33 in this one in the fourth as 15 throws it back out to 22. 22 now with it. Taking it now for Tappen Z. Tappen Z back out to 15 who finds number 2. 2 now with it. 2 goes back out to 4. It's a loose ball but picked back up by number 4. 4 is going to take it now. Moving around by number 4. That's going to go back. Goes back to 5. Finds 25 now. Guarded by number 2 of Boleski for the Tuskers. As taking it 25. Goes back to 4. 4 goes back. Finds 5. Movement now for number 5. Goes back out to 2. 2 now with it. Taking his time there as it goes back out to 15. 15 now with it. Goes up! And it's going to go in for Tappen Z. Putting up 9, half the points the Tuskers currently have on this one. As that's going to go in. Tappen Z makes it an 18-9 game.
Tappen Z goal by number 15, Kevin Carla.
Back out now there for the face-off. We have the Tuskers on Mayfield out there as we give it to Mayfield. Mayfield now taking it. Mayfield goes back. Is going to find Hernandez. Hernandez with it. Hernandez finds Violante. Goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias back to his brother Miguel Iglesias, who's going to find Bush. Bush with it. Bush finds Hernandez. Hernandez around. Going around, back out to Bush. Bush taking it around. That's going to go back to Hernandez. Back out now to Violante as it's going to be number 35 to block the ball from going in the goal there of Tappen Z. Is Tappen Z a loose ball there, but Tappen Z able to pick it up. Great defense there by Somers. Here goes Tristan Iglesias right on him. As it's going to be, is it going to be pushed out of bounds? Great dodge and one by 32. It's going to be picked up by Kelly. Kelly taking that now all the way down to the field. 44 in front. And it's going to go in. Kelly taking his time there. Took a moment to shoot the goal, but that is going to go in as Mason Kelly gets goal number. He's going to get goal number 5 of the day. So while we get clarification if that was a goal or not, yeah, let's just talk about some of the great games this Tuskers team had this season that I got to call. So, start off with the Scarsdale game to start off the season. It sounds like the call is going to be no goal. So it's going to remain an 18-9 game. Mason Kelly with 4 goals. So still 4 goals today from Mason Kelly. But yeah, that Scarsdale team, this Tuskers team came out in that one. A great effort. Second game I got to do that Ridgefield game where we had the whole gang here. We did a YouTube broadcast for that one. That one actually got has almost 500 views. A lot of viewers for that one as well as Ridgefield. Fortunately, Tuskers did not win that one, but we played them tough. For a team ranked 12th in the nation, we played them very tough, and yeah, it came down right to the end as well. But and Ridgefield was able to pull away in that one. And then we played New Canaan, a top team in preseason power rankings in the nation, currently ranked 10th, and yeah, it's that was a great performance. Yes, we lost that game 10-5, but yeah, 10-5 was the final score against a team we were expected to lose a lot more to. This Tuskers team gave a very great effort in that one as well. And then another game where, as now back with it, it's going to be J.J. Penzo for the Tuskers. J.J. Penzo taking it around, goes back out to Iglesias. Iglesias with it now as they lose the ball. That's no issue for the Tuskers as they get it right back. As now Tristan Iglesias with it. As goes back out to Jimenez. Jimenez movement around, finds Brush. Brush now with it. As it goes back out to Russell. As Russell finds Tristan Iglesias to Miguel Iglesias. Iglesias brothers find each other there again. As it goes back out, we have Jimenez with it. Goes back out to 12 for Brush, and it's going to go in. Ryan Brush's third goal of the day, as that is going to go in for number 12 of Ryan Brush. A great goal there for him as Tuskers extend their lead now to 10. So number 12 of Ryan Brush gets it in there, third goal of the day, and yeah, so many great players on the team today.
Number 12, Ryan Rush. With an assist, number 16, Dylan Jimenez.
So now back in the middle for the draw. And the face-off is for girls lacrosse as it goes back around. So now Iglesias back out, finds Tristan Iglesias, goes back out to Violante. Violante back out to Pataglia back out to Brush. Brush finds Iglesias. Iglesias to his brother Tristan Iglesias, younger brother there. Tristan Iglesias, a sophomore at Somers High School, he's going to take it around. Iglesias goes back out to Brush. Brush goes back out. Pataglia, and has his movement around. Violante with it now, guarded by 44. Violante, loose ball there. It's going to be picked back up by Tappen. Tappen now taking it down. Fast movement for Tappen. It's going to be knocked out, but picked back up. Taken back by the Tuskers. 5 minutes remain in this one as the Tuskers have the ball back up by 10. As Russell's going to go back out. Finds Iglesias. Iglesias back out. It goes up. It bounces in and out. Cameron Violante had it, but unfortunately it bounces right back out of the goal, and that will not count as however it does look like the Tuskers are going to be continuing with the ball. So now with this Tristan Iglesias, now a loose ball there, but two Tuskers there. It's going to be Jimenez there to pick it up. Here comes Jimenez, movement around. Jimenez back out to Pataglia. Pataglia taking it. As movement now but for Pataglia. Goes from behind. Pataglia back out, loose ball there. Going to be picked back up by Jimenez. Goes back out to Pataglia. Pataglia back out to Iglesias. Iglesias with it now. Back out, guarded by number 1. He shot a 60-yard goal. Gotta say, that is going to be play of the game. Except if we see something more spectacular here as it goes back now. As it goes up, backhand shot does not wind up going in for the Tuskers. That was Tristan Iglesias with the backhand shot, which does not go in, as it's going to be taking it now as number 1. Number 1 of Tappen. As it goes back out to 15. 15 now with it, taking it around. 15, cradling the ball. Goes back out to 5. A loose ball. It's going to be going back around. It's going to be taken back. Number 7 of Miguel Iglesias. Goes back out to Logan Ruby. Ruby taking it. Goes back out. It's going to be bounced And it's gonna roll out of bounds there, but it's gonna be Violante who's gonna start off. Tuskers have it as Tappen touched it last. Looks like they're actually switching up the call. Tappen is gonna start off with it, so Tuskers touched it last. Unclear what the call is now as they're switching up who has the ball, as it looks like it's going to be Tuskers having the ball after all, as Violante now with it goes back out to Tristan Iglesias, goes back out to Kelly. Kelly with it now. Kelly movement around. Kelly already has 4 goals today, taking it as going back underhand, as it's going to go off to the right there. Tuskers being closest. Brush is going to be throwing it back in. Tuskers going to retain possession here. So Tuskers take it. Brush with it now. It's going to go up. It's going to go off to the left. Not going there. 2:46 remaining in this one. So now it's going to be... Now here comes Mendez. From around. Tries to go up, finds Violante. That would have been a great goal. Movement from behind. A full-on, moved his body full-on in a circle to try to get that goal. Unfortunately, it did not wind up going in, but Miguel Iglesias is going to take it back now. Miguel Iglesias with it as it goes up, bounces off again. Tuskers not able to get it in, as now with it is going to be Brush. Brush back to Kelly. Kelly with it. Here comes Mason Kelly. It's going to be a ball knocked out again. Rolls out. Tuskers being closer after the goal being shot. Tuskers are going to be able to maintain possession, as with it now is Tristan Iglesias. 2:13 left in this one. This game has gone by very fast, as 7:50 p.m. at night at Somers High School, as Iglesias with it now. As it goes up, it's going to go in. Tristan Iglesias putting up 20 on the scoreboard for the Tuskers as they continue their domination in this one. As the Tuskers make it an 11-point lead. So Tuskers playing great there. Tristan Iglesias also having a great game. That's going to be... That's Iglesias' 4th goal of the day. We're going to head back out now there for the draw. And while we have a moment, another game that stuck out this season, the Greeley game against a team that we lost to in the playoffs last year. We dominated that team 20-6 in a great performance, probably the best performance of the year for the Tuskers. The Tuskers are looking pretty good right now. It's going to be a loose ball there. It's going to be picked up by Tappen. And another game to mention from this regular season, that Briarcliff game. Also really happy of how that commentating performance went, but a great performance by the Tuskers. And then Pleasantville as well, a team which we lost to in overtime a year ago. The Tuskers were able to dominate against Pleasantville as well in the game against Pleasantville, as it goes back out to number 15 now. Slowing it down now, as it's pretty much locked up for the Tuskers at this point. Tappen has scored 11 when they only scored 9 this game, and we've seen some crazier things in sports. Actually, I don't know if we have. It's pretty much a sealed game for the Tuskers at this point, as this is going to be a great win, and the Tuskers have one more game against Mamaroneck, but I'm confident they're going to be able to get a win for that one as well to lock up the top seed and get the bye as well, get 8 days of rest after that one before the first home playoff game as well, as 2 goes back out. And we'll be back calling that game as well. I'll be back here either on Local Live, maybe we'll be doing a YouTube broadcast that's going to be picked back up now. It's going to be thrown back out to number 14. So now we have some of the backups in for the Tuskers. That is a deep half sprawl. Number 14 who found the pass. And now back to 4 of Balancio. Movement for Balancio. 22 seconds left in this one. He's going to take it. Duffy also in for the Tuskers, and we have Newman in for the Tuskers as well. As taking it to the back is going to be, that's 18. So So we got Newman Sullivan also out there as well, number 10, as we got 5.6 seconds left in this one. As the clock is going to run out, Battaglia with it. Maybe he'll get another goal. Tries to get a quick run. It's going to be, that was Valencia who lost it, but a 11-point lead and victory for the Tuskers. 20-9 is your final score. What a great game and performance for the Tuskers. This may have been one of my favorites to call, but yeah, I'm Ben Silk. I want to thank everyone for tuning in tonight. 20-9 is your final score, and before we go, let's just talk about play of the game. We got to say it was that 60-yard pass there to get it into the goal. And then finally, the SSBC player of the game. It's so many good choices. I'm going to have to give the award, I'm going to give it to a team effort. It was a great team effort for the Tuskers today. So I'm just going to give the MVP to just the entire team in this one. Just a great day for the Tuskers. And yeah, so a great win for the Tuskers, taking this one 29. But I'm Benton Silk. It's been a pleasure all season long calling the boys varsity lacrosse games for you here on Local Live. I want to thank everyone once again who has supported us along the way. I'm Benny Silk. Have a great night, everyone. Tuskers take this one 20-9. We got an away game this coming Monday against Mamaroneck as Somers takes on Mamaroneck Monday. But I hope everyone enjoyed. Have a great night, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Have a great night.